Oh,
All right, and we're live. What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Billy Smokes, a.k.a. Billy Overs. I'm joined by my three cohorts, my dumbass roommate, Kyle, Joey, and Brendan Savetti.
how's it going?
This is our first episode, so you guys are usually used to us talking about soccer across the pond. We're going to talk about the football domestically.
Real football.
Real football, sure. So much
dun, dun,
happens.
dun, dun, dun.
I cannot wait for Chris Hansen on my television. Very excited for that. But boys, it's the off season. So much shit happens in the off season. We all know this. It might be even arguably better than the actual regular season because of how much drama that happens. So with that being said, Joey, I'm gonna let you kick us off here because you were nibbling at the bud, nibbling at the teat for this subject. Give me some overrated, underrated, nice little moves that you would want us to either look out for or completely disregard. Kick us off.
Did anyone else see the nipple tingling throw Tua gave to Tyreek Hill today, right in the bread basket for a nice little two tapper? And Tyreek Hill gave him a nice little thumbs up. Watch out!
No, I've only seen the 500 underthrows.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was probably like a 5-yard pass.
No. Okay, but in all seriousness, I'll save the tune on for later. The biggest move this offseason, boys. Don't sleep on the Bills getting Von Miller on the defense. Everyone's forgetting about that. But when the Bills have a top 5 defense at the end of the year and Josh Allen has 4,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards, everyone's going to go, oh, shit. I forgot about the Buffalo Bills when they're running the AFC this year because the only thing that ever stopped them was Tyreek, and he's on the Dolphins now. So it's not like they're going to beat them. I mean, I'm even a Dolphins fan, but I have allegiances to the Bills. So I'll say right now, Bills Mafia is going to be a threat this year because of that addition. Because now you can't sit back for more than three or 4 seconds. Von Miller is one of the best in the world. But I also think a huge bad move is Deshaun Watson and the Browns, just because it's cool 2 years from now, but he's going to get suspended. Like, let's be real. Like, he's going to get suspended for a year, and they just spent, like, what, $40 million this year on him, guaranteed cash?
Yeah,
260 guaranteed?
Guaranteed. He doesn't have to play.
Yeah, 260. Yeah, I mean, his agent should get the smoothest massage, if you know what I mean. Because, oh, my God, that guy really sold him well, because he's about to get suspended at least a year, maybe even 2, because Roger don't play. That's all I gotta say. But wow, that all rhymed. I mean, I should become a rapper.
How many towels, like in how much massage oil can you buy with $230 million is my question. Like how much lavender
felonious amounts
can you, like an egregious amount? Like you can probably fill a warehouse full of vino with $230 million. That's a lot of lotion.
But those are my two.
And then you don't have to, you sign the NDA and then you're good with that.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You have to go through 63 different women, maybe just keep it to a minimum.
But like his agent is living the life, but his attorney is absolutely shitting himself right now.
Or just go Robert Kraft style, tip well at the end, and then you don't have any problems.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I heard he wasn't really paying these women well either. Like he was just like, I'm just gonna come in your hand, and this is all I'm gonna do. This is your tip. That's
the thing about old guys, though. They may be disgusting, but they're classically disgusting. They'll at least try to pay you.
And Robert Kraft is literally that mold.
I mean, look at Jerry Jones. How much money has he spent on his illicit children that he's kept secret for 25 years?
That's
Yeah. All right.
Jerry's world. It's Jerry's world, and we're just living in it.
That's what I've been saying for a long time. Savetti, give me an overrated, underrated, whatever you give me an off-season move that you were like, this is something to look out for, whether it's overrated, underrated, or whatever.
Only involved one draft pick, a 7th rounder. But the Patriots, my God, the Patriots managed to get rid of the most life-sucking useless fuck in all of football, N'Keal Harry, that rat fucking bastard, 15th pick in the draft, first pick, useless. Only wide receiver I've ever seen Bill take. Waste of fucking space. All he's good at doing is blocking. But if he was a good blocker, he'd play fucking tight end, and can't do that shit. So that's a waste of my fucking time. But 7th round pick, I'll take it. Probably another Tom Brady for N'Keal Harry. That's my underrated. My overrated, I would say. I got nothing for overrated.
Joe already said it for overrated. Joe said
no prep. Yeah, you can't get any more overrated than Deshaun Watson and then giving away Baker Mayfield. Now you got nothing. Yeah. They got Brandon Whedon starting at quarterback.
Jacoby Brissett, guys.
And Jacoby Brissett.
Okay.
And a lot of Josh Rosen.
And Josh Rosen. Yeah, Josh Rosen.
Rosen.
I mean, if Josh Rosen puts a hot tub in the Browns locker room, I don't think it would be a total bust.
No.
But
I'll tell you what, though, boys. Another completely kind of overrated move, in my opinion. Broncos aren't going to be that great with Russell Wilson. I think it's going to be pretty average.
Not with John Elway putting him down for not being 6'5". We all know John Elway only like 6'5" white guys. If you're not that, it's not going to work.
Yeah. He looked at Paxton Lynch and he was like, holy fuck.
I mean, he had an extra couple inches sitting around over there, so he was a treat.
Just a couple extra. But, I mean, it honestly, it pains me to say this about what Savetti said about his trade. N'Keal Harry going to Chicago, we're both Bears fans. So the one way that I look at it is the fact that he's a good blocker. He's a good blocker. We got Brian Pringle as well. So we have two of the better blocking wide receivers. They can't wide receive.
The thing we got was Velius.
They can't.
Let me know how you feel about it.
Exactly like Darnell Mooney.
Exactly. That's the only thing we got out of the draft.
We got one receiver.
Everything else was trash.
We got one receiver who's
absolute garbage.
Exactly. Just like what we have.
This man's defending the Bears.
I'm not defending the Bears. I'm not defending at all. If anything, I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm attacking the Bears. Velus Jones is exactly like Darnell Mooney. Okay. In every sense of the word, but just not as good as a route runner, and he's a rookie. So that's just fucked. But Joe, I'm just going to say this. These are my underrated, overrated moves of the season. Von Miller is my overrated, okay? This man signed a 6-year contract at $120 million, $51 million guaranteed. Okay.
Buffalo will build him a statue if he wins Super Bowl MVP. If they win a Super Bowl, William, they will name the stadium after him if he has some reason for it.
5 years.
They don't care, William.
Years of them, Joey, at $120 million. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with you to a fault to where this year is kind of just like, hey, win a Super Bowl and everything else that happens afterwards doesn't matter. But 6 years, $120 million, $51 million guaranteed. You don't think that could be invested in someone else, or at least like a less of a, like not as big as a contract, like in terms of longevity? He's 33 years old now. He's going to be a 40-year-old retiring?
The cap is a myth. Nobody understands it.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That is true.
I also wouldn't be shocked if they won a Super Bowl and they just traded him away for draft picks. Just because there's some schmuck ass team out there, like, I don't know, like
Browns.
Thank you. The Browns. How about like, I could totally see the dumbass Cardinals, who will get the Kyler Murray's stupid ass contract in a little bit. But I could totally see like one of those like teams who thinks that they're really, really close, just like how like the Bills are now, being like, oh, we'll love Von Miller. And also it's the NFL. Nothing's guaranteed except for like the money that's up front. They could just cut his ass whenever, like if we're being realistic. Like the NFL is cutthroat. Like people get cut left and right that you're like, I mean, Julio Jones, he got cut, did he not, from the Titans?
He did. He did get cut.
Yeah, I mean,
because he like his bones are made out of glass.
Well, we'll get back to that later, but I mean, let's just be real though. Like, end of the day, I'm telling you right now, My mom is a Bills fan, and she still talks about the 90s going 0 for 4 and how people used to say that the zip code was 044 in Buffalo because they lost 4 straight Super Bowls in the Super Bowl. Like, if they won a championship, people will cry. People will name their children after who won Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen will literally never buy a beer in the state of New York, let alone in Buffalo, ever again in his entire life. Like,
that is true. That is true. Like, people might be putting their babies in blackface for Von Miller, is what you're saying.
People will do anything. Dude, let me just put it this way, William. You know how we're like, oh man, the day like a Dolphins fan cares as much about the NFL as an Everton fan cares about the like Premier League, we'll know that fandom in America has like made it. Bills fans are already there, bro. Bills fans are already there. They would light themselves on fire. Like
your contract for a 33-year-old. That's like that's so that doesn't. He's injured all the time. He was injured like a lot of the vast majority of last season. 6 years, $120 million for a 33-year-old just sounds dumb to me. It doesn't. It sounds like
paying for the guy that has the most sacks in the NFL since 2012. So you're getting some.
But he's 33 right now, and he wasn't that good last year. He ranked outside the top 25 in sacks. Only had like.
He still got his 10 sacks. That's solid. You got to remember he's also not a D end. He's an outside linebacker, so he does play in coverage every once in a while. So he's not coming in after the quarterback every single time. So you're getting a little bit of a split there.
6 years, $120 million just sounds like a lot to me.
I'd be more worried about him in coverage because you get older, that lateral movement, that speed kind of goes down, and he's going to be sitting back there in that zone getting eaten alive.
You just got a one-dimensional guy for 100 that you're going to pay $20 million to this year, and you're just banking on the fact.
I have seen last year with the Rams, they did move him up the line quite a bit more, so I think that's going to be more of his role. And him, dude, look at him. He fucking wears glasses. He reads. He takes care of himself. I'm sure he's on the TB12.
He's not out of shape.
He's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah,
he was living in LA last year.
He's not a shit. I just felt like he was past that. How is your computer already at this low? Okay, boys, we're cutting.
It was at 100.
It was at 100. It literally was at 100. Boys, we're cutting all of this. We're gonna get Kyle's computer charger. 1 second. Where the fuck is it?
Upstairs. Jesus. How is this my fault? You said it was 100. It was 100. It's your fault.
Yeah, I got some breaking news. Trade alert.
Wait, we got a trade alert?
Yep, big trade alert. Joe Byron is trading a Russian arms dealer for Brittany Griner.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. I thought you were being serious.
I mean, it's a legitimate trade.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
I want to know more about this arms dealer. Is he like a first round pick, like for a former first, maybe? What's his 40? I got to get some numbers because I've seen Brittany Griner jump, and for 6'10", I guess, we'll give it to her. Fuck
also, Griner's coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are we trading? This is arms dealer?
Yep.
Much? That's all
big time, big shot arms dealer. Kind of epic. You can just trade people like in real life, not football.
Like, you want your fucking NBA star back? Yeah, give us our fucking biggest arms dealer back from the cold.
You know what I want to know though is not only are they trading this arms dealer that we've never heard of that got arrested, which is like terrifying to think about, that like this dude was just like running around and the U.S. government.
What do you think,
like,
they're going to update us on every arms dealer they arrest? Like,
no, but it's like you'd think it would make news if he's worthy enough to get traded for Brittany fucking Griner. So like, my whole point though too is, hear me out now.
She's worth like 3 goats.
No, you say that, but like, Russia was like, yo, we kind of came up on this right here. But also,
a fat deal.
Yeah, but like also, all right, hear me out though. There's a guy that Brittany Griner's coming back with too. Guarantee you he works for the CIA, and there's going to be a gnarly book in like 10 years about him.
Wait, is this underrated or overrated? Underrated or overrated draft?
This is my
underrated trade.
Overrated. Joe Byron is giving up way too much.
Too much for. She's not that good. She's out of her prime, dude.
The 2 gold medals for
she's gonna come back with an RPG and a Kalashnikov. That's it. What the fuck, dude?
She is the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. All right, Kyle. Give me overrated, underrated trade. We went on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, we did. But my overrated trade, and I have a love-hate relationship for this guy because he was a Chicago Bear. And first off, I just want to start off by saying this. Mitchell Trubisky, thank you so much for picking my dad's landscaping business back in Boca and supporting me supporting me throughout college. Thank you so much. But yeah, Mitchell Trubisky helped pay for my college a little bit. My dad cut his grass for a little bit. It was fun. But I think he's an overrated trade. I think he's washed up. I don't think he was ever a franchise quarterback. I mean, he's underdeveloped. He had a year in Buffalo, but I don't think that's enough, to be honest with you. Pittsburgh doesn't have the strongest O-line. I mean, they did add Mason Cole and James Daniels, but it's still a low-grade offensive line. There's going to be a lot of sacks. He did that in Chicago. I see Kenny Pickett coming in Game 7 and potentially being the franchise quarterback for Pittsburgh. So I think that was a waste of a trade.
Zavetti, go.
Hands are too small.
Hands are really small. Hands are really small. I don't know. Like, do you guys think Kenny Pickett starts or who starts there?
No,
I don't think he starts.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
7, he'll be starting.
Doesn't matter. They're gonna get their shit wrecked by the Ravens every week. So
I think the problem too there is just that like Trubisky's so bad that like you almost have to start Pickett just because at least he can like throw the football competently.
I mean, the man did take us to the playoffs.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He has playoff experience
too.
Yeah, I mean, he has playoff experience, but that's when.
What was your defensive line that year? What was your defensive line?
It was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
And that game was like 16 to 13.
And the reason, yeah, exactly. It was a defensive.
I was about to say
defensive team. Shoot,
if you only score 14 points in a game,
we scored 13.
You're
13.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means that he's not good.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very
he
true.
makes really bad decisions.
Yeah. You got
even though like Nagy was kind of a terrible, he was a horrible.
He was a cuck.
He was a horrible. Yeah, he was a horrible play caller.
Yeah, he's a cuck.
But still, if you're going to be a franchise tag quarterback, you could be able, given 4 years, you have 4 years to become a franchise quarterback. Okay. And he didn't do it because he would make stupid decisions and he didn't read the defensive strategy or anything like that. And he didn't pick up things. I'm kind of
as quickly as the coaches would want him to.
Exactly. And
for the third overall pick.
Third overall. And we traded up to get him. We traded up to get him. And obviously we missed on Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. But Deshaun Watson now would cost us $1 bajillion in towels and a vino.
Either like Ben did. So
a fast release. Okay, look at you. Fucking NFL scout. Okay. Any of you guys got one other underrated, overrated trade? Because I got one more underrated trade, and Joe is gonna love this one.
I got an underrated.
Oh, hit me with it.
All right. Alec Ingold, the fullback, Las Vegas Raiders heading to South Beach, Miami. This dude is a fucking tank. Okay. He's the best fullback. This dude is the best fullback in the league besides Juszczyk. And he can catch the ball out of the backfield, who's going to be a great, because we all know Tua can't throw the ball more than 5 yards consistently and accurately. So Alec Ingold being able to catch the ball coming out of the backfield and slamming heads in between the tackles and clearing holes for Chase Edmonds sounds like a beautiful fucking trade to me. And they got him for $10 million, which is a lot for a fullback. He got the bag. So Alec Ingold is my underrated trade. Big fullback.
10 mil a year?
Yeah. 10 mil like overall for 2 years.
2-year deal.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
Hey man, I'll tell you what. I love nothing more than a Spider 2Y banana out to a fullback. I'll tell you what, man.
Fullback. He's going to fucking bust somebody's head open.
All I need is a Spider 2Y banana. But honestly, though, the thing is that the Dolphins O-line was so abysmal last year that they'll probably just have him come in on third down to just fucking block. Yeah. Because even though they signed more people on the offensive line, like they signed that Armstead from New Orleans and I think a guard. Don't remember. I don't keep up with the Dolphins enough because I don't want to get my hopes up. But
You were
I
just talking
think
about how good Tua is right before we started recording. You were just literally just like cranking stick to him.
well, I was cranking stick to an Instagram
Literally just
video,
cranking
Will.
stick to Tua.
But the thing is that I will crank stick to Tua training camp videos, but until I see him ass on the ground because the offensive line missed like an easy block and someone just blindsides him. Because
But now
that's
you got
just
Alec Ingold there to cover his blind
exactly.
side. Catch balls out. So Alec Ingold is my underrated trade of
I
the
like
offseason.
that.
All right,
Me
Kyle,
and
you
Joe
have
got
one-
a great bet going for
I do
the
have one more
season.
in.
So
Wait, hold on.
the
Savetti, what's the
parameters
bet? What's the bet?
The parameters are Tua must throw not 20, but 30 touchdowns. And then
taking the
less
under on that
than
one.
15 interceptions along with that. How
I'm
much
taking
money
the
you
over
put
on that one.
too,
Damn it.
Joe? 20?
What? Yeah, 20. It's the easiest $20 I've ever won. When all right. I
will
texted this
eat that if that bet hits.
You will eat the cap, Mr. Burgundy, and you will like it. You will like eating the
No
cap.
shot.
all right. I'm telling you right now, he has at least 7 bubble screen touchdowns to Tyreek Hill, at least
No, this
5
man-
screen pass touchdowns to a Raheem Mostert, and at least 10 touchdown passes to
Wait,
the
how many
second
to
round.
Raheem Mostert? Hold on. How many to
Yeah,
Raheem
yeah.
Mostert?
This is not reality.
Raheem
folks.
Mostert hasn't played a full season since 2010, my guy. Homeboy's
Yeah,
like
he's only
40.
got 5 games in him, bud.
Yeah, dude.
He's on the
not gonna
Miami-
stay on the field.
He's on the Miami PEDs, boys. Come on.
Dude,
Join the
Miami is
program.
known for having the worst trainers known to man.
We're still talking about Raheem Mostert. Go get you your underrated trade.
Want me to give you
Give me your underrated trade, Kyle.
my man Carson Wentz going to Washington? I think he's going to be good over there. I really do. I really, really do. I really do. Well, you think I'm crazy? Okay, hear me out. This man has a chip on his shoulder. This man has a chip on his shoulder, and he's coming from blood.
His chip on his
Losing
shoulder
to
is
the
Jesus
Jags.
Christ.
Okay, guess what? He lost to the Jags in a close game at the end of the season,
looked like
and they
garbage.
missed. Okay, cool. He looked like garbage that game. So what? He had a great season with the Colts. He had a good season. He got hurt. Didn't he get hurt? He got hurt like
You
mid-season.
got hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he got hurt. He got
Jonathan
banged up a
Taylor,
little bit.
he got banged
Don't
up.
get me wrong, but they do have a strong offensive line. They really do. I mean, they just re-signed Leno Jr. They also have a little bit of a promising receiving core with the Nitty Lion Dotson and Terry McLaren. I'll be honest with you. I can see them going 10-7 this year.
Led by Carson Wentz.
Led by Carson Wentz. It's gonna maybe 10-7 might be a stretch. Maybe 8-8.
don't
That's
think
a
there's
ceiling, my guy.
anyway.
That is a fucking ceiling.
So I got a wild stat for you.
Jesus
The
Christ.
over-under on
This
wins.
take
for
can
the
be a nut buster 4 months down the road, though.
God.
A big
He's
nut
been
buster.
grinding for 2 days, and he comes back with Carson Wentz.
I like him.
This man read the whole
I like
the
him.
whole ESPN archive,
like
and
him.
he comes back with Carson Wentz.
I like him.
Wait. Savetti, what was your stat?
So let me tell you why they're not going to win more than 8 games. The over-under for their wins for the season is 7.5. And so far in Vegas, 99% of the public money has been placed on the over for that bet. So there is not a chance in France Vegas is going to let that shit happen. They're going to just clean up their little fucking cash and let that go. Not even 1% of people are betting on the under for that shit. That is the easiest money Vegas has ever made.
I not only wholeheartedly agree,
Agreed,
but
yes.
also you look at it this way, Kyle. I hate to say it, but if you look at the Eagles, the Cowboys, even the Giants, they're all better. Like,
Nah, not the Giants.
Not the
Don't
Giants.
bring-
The Giants are fucking trash.
Yeah.
Daniel
Okay, the
Dimes is
Giants
like
aren't
I
that
get the
good.
point
5
you're trying to
cents.
make, but fuck the
but
Giants.
like the Giants are always good for one wacky NFC East like game where it's like they win 10-3 against the Redskins or
Or like
Redskins.
Carolina. Remember
Cancel.
like some shit games in
Okay,
Carolina.
could I just say his stats from last year?
Yeah.
Indianapolis. 3,563 passing yards, 27 passing touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. That's a good season. That's
How
really
many
because he
rushing
throws the ball
fucking
so
good
far away
season. Okay.
that not even the DBs can catch it.
how many rushing yards did Jonathan Taylor have last year? Because
1900.
yeah, he had a career year. The defense was so scared shitless that they weren't even worried about.
They were
Carson
stacking the
Wentz.
box. They were stacking
Yeah.
the fucking box.
They were worried. They were trembling. Now he's not gonna have a 1900-yard rusher in Washington. I mean,
Antonio
who
Gibson's
is-
not bad.
It's not
though.
bad.
Antonio Gibson's not terrible. If he can stay on the field.
Jonathan Taylor had 2,171.
Yeah, so
rushing
it
yards.
definitely.
there you go. Thank you.
Joe,
Thank you very
to
much.
answer your question, Joe. Like Antonio
They're
Gibson
stacked
is
in
a
the front lineup.
I mean, like he's definitely going to see lighter boxes. Carson Wentz is definitely not going to see like that 15-man box he did in Indianapolis. That's for sure.
I will say too, though. Hey, how about this? Mark it in your calendar. Matt Ryan should have the same exact type of season, and if he doesn't, then Carson Wentz is actually
Hey,
good.
dude, I'm so high on Matt Ryan and the Colts this year. I think they're actually going to be really good.
Yeah,
think
no,
they're gonna be
because
really
the thing is too, is that like the Colts lost so many like one like score like 2-score
It was
games
crazy.
last year.
Yeah.
And like Carson Wentz is just awful. And like Matt Ryan actually wins fucking football games like Matty Ice, baby.
He's so good.
So
He
like
can still throw the ball.
honestly, I think they
Man's
win
got
the
a chip
division.
on his shoulder, man. I really think he does.
He doesn't have a chip on his shoulder.
I think he does.
That man has been neutered.
I think he does. You've been neutered.
that
all
man
right?
has been neutered. His balls are in. His balls are in a
No, they're
vase on
not.
the
They're
mantle.
out. They're about.
All
They're
right.
ready to go. Okay.
Let's switch topics here.
Jesus
Savetti's already
Christ.
gone, and Savetti's already visibly bored of us already. I can tell.
No,
let's talk-
just my takes. He's just
Let's,
like, holy shit,
this
who's
guy,
this
this
fucking
kid's
kid?
fucking stupid. All right, 49ers QB situation. Kyle Shanahan said yesterday in a presser that Trey Lance, this is his team. So, Savetti, I'm going to start with you just so you don't get too bored. I'm going to start with you. How do you feel about this? Is this the right call? Do you like Jimmy G? Where should Jimmy G go? Give me the rundown on this one, bub.
I love Jimmy G, man. Nobody hands the ball off better than Jimmy G. The prettiest handoff in the fucking game. It really does make a big difference.
And he fucks porn stars.
Regarding where Jimmy G should go on the cover of Vogue or maybe just Fox, something like that. He's done. He's not doing anything that anybody else
Why
can't
didn't
do.
Cleveland try and go after him?
No. He's. I mean, yeah, he could hand off to Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb too, but I mean, come on. We've seen
They've been
enough
a
of
lot
him.
better
That's
than
his
Rosen.
max. He's not getting any better. The injury concerns.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had
it's
surgery
tough.
on his throwing shoulder. I mean, that's
I'm seeing
back from.
Shanahan kind of going more towards that Raven style of offense. He definitely has the mind and the scheme to be able to do it. I don't like Trey Lance at all. I don't think he's a very accurate thrower of the football, especially on the run, which is the thing that he does the most. But I do think he's going to be a good fantasy option. That's going to be big. He is a big rushing yard guy. I think he averaged, I'm pretty sure it was like 64 yards a game in the full games that he played last year. So that's a bump in points, especially if you play in a 4-point touchdown league. That would be pretty big. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a fun look. It's going to look like a lot of what we saw with the Ravens that first year that Lamar came in. So I think he'll have success this season. And then maybe after that, it'll kind of taper off.
Okay. Joey, what about you, bub?
I hate it. I love Jimmy G just because I saw this stat on ESPN. And I mean, besides the fact that he's handsomely rugged, I mean, man has figured out the 5 o'clock shadow, but that's a different conversation. I don't know. How do people do that is my main question. And we'll get back to this later. But I could shave 100 times.
And be Italian.
I try. I am, and I try, and it doesn't fucking work. Anyways. Anywho, he's top
hold on.
10.
Is Jimmy G a pervert? That's the question. He's
No,
Italian.
dude.
Not a pervert. He
He consensually fucks porn stars.
The dude fucks porn stars. That's the definition of a pervert. Am I wrong?
No, because he does it consensually.
It's the definition of the guy who fucks.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle.
Joey, go on. Sorry I cut you off. I just had to get that 5 cents in.
No, you're all good because let's just put it this way, boys. All right. When you're on a list though, with like Joe Montana, John Elway, Tom Brady, I think Peyton Manning and Patrick Mahomes for all-time career starting win percentage. You're just a winner. You're just a dub machine, you know? And end of the day, let's be real, like Trey Lance is like the really hot girl that like you think loves you, but really you're just a doctor and she loves you for your money. And Kyle Shanahan is just trying to trade it in for the better version, but he's not. You know what he's going to realize is that girl doesn't give a shit about him, because where did Trey Lance play fucking college?
North Dakota
North Dakota State, baby.
Let's go.
And he played
Bison.
for a season at North Dakota State. If like he was the starter at like Bama for like a season and went 14-0 and won the like Natty, I'd be like, all right, he's got the sauce. He saw something. But when you're playing against people like us, basically, that are just like not even on a fucking scholarship, just going to fucking Southern Dakota State, and you're just like the fucking like average dude who's taking biochemistry because you want to get a good job out of fucking college, and you're going up against goddamn Trey Lance. Anyone's gonna look good who's like an NFL caliber, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be good, you know. And like end of the day, like Jimmy G wins football games. Like their teams put up decent like numbers. I mean, they put up.
He doesn't win football games. He doesn't lose.
That's exactly. Like he's like probably the best game manager we've seen in the last 10 years. He's such a
okay,
good and like Eddie said, he can just hand the ball off. His form when it comes to handing the ball off on reverses, especially to Deebo Samuel, is pristine.
All right.
You ever seen a guy's helmet fit so fucking well too?
Yeah, dude, he looks so fucking good in that helmet too, bro. Like he needs to go on Vogue. I'm with Savetti, bro. But the thing is, like, my whole thing is like, just Kyle Shanahan, do you not think he knows what he's doing? Or do you not think that he would say all of that and put Trey Lance and tell Jimmy Garoppolo that he can move if he doesn't truly think that Trey Lance is ready? Or do you think that this is pressure from the front office being like, we traded up to 3 to get this dude, you better fucking start him? Or like, how much do you think it's column A or column B, or is it a little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I think it leans towards column A of he literally has 1 year of tape on him and like 3 starts in the NFL. Like he really is kind of just taking a gamble, I think, here, just because like Kyle Shanahan is the type of dude that just like, I mean, you look at their defense, there's no way they can keep the core together much longer. And if he thinks that Jimmy G taps out at the NFC Championship, then like so be it, I guess. But also like thing is that like he got them there by not throwing interceptions. And Trey Lance is what, like five TDs and 7 interceptions in his 2 starts. I mean, that's god awful.
He didn't look good against the Falcons or the Cardinals.
Yeah, and so if you have that going on, and you also factor in the fact that like they lost Mostert, they're gonna probably lose Deebo, and if they're not lucky or if they're not careful, they're probably gonna get 1 more year out of their defense. So I look at it also in a sense that like a lot of the guys probably really won't be like balls to the wall Karen, in a sense, just because like you look at dudes trying to max out on a deal in the NFL nowadays. Most of the time defenses have like 2 years max, and they've had 2 good years. So I feel like this might be the first year of like decline, and if they can't count on their defense to bail them out, Trey Lance is going to be relied upon a lot. I think that puts a lot of pressure on a kid's shoulders. So that's just my opinion personally.
I like it. Throw the man in the trenches, just like Peyton Manning. Let the man go 3-13 and learn how to play some fucking football. I mean, you have faith in him. You traded up to number 3 for him. And I guarantee you Shanahan has pressure from the front office saying, yo, are you going to fucking start him or not? Like, what's going on? So I like it. Love Jimmy G to death. Hopefully he finds a home for a season where he sits there and maybe is like a locker room presence for a year and then goes off into the sunset. But
Or into the Porn Stars Plus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is the sunset.
Yeah, which is I would consider that the sunset.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, boys. So anything else on Jimmy G? Civ, you're good. Joey, we good? All right.
I'm all good.
One quarterback situation to another quarterback situation. Mini Shrek himself, an Oompa Loompa, Kyler Murray, is now required to watch 4 hours. This is a contract stipulation. 4 hours of film for $230 million, $136 million guaranteed. How embarrassing is that?
Pissed. I'm pissed as a
Kyle,
quarterback.
you seem passionate, so
I'm
why don't
pissed.
you take
This
the
is
lead
a
on this
fucking
one, bud?
slap in the face to Kyler. This shows that he might not be worth the money that they're paying him. You know, I mean, you told me that on what, like Tuesday night we were talking about that, like that.
I mean, yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yesterday,
last night.
Monday night. I don't
Yeah,
know. Tuesday night, Monday night. My days are just through like gone. I'm so busy, so
busy too. So much push.
But yeah, I mean, I really think it's stupid. The man's a fucking pro athlete. Like, if he's gonna put in the fucking work in the film room, he's gonna put the fucking work in the film room. I mean, the man's getting paid for what's his contract? Like 80
230, 136 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. He's gonna go he's gonna go study, you know? I mean, the kid's not in high school, he's not in college, he's not going out and fucking partying. He's trying to win a fucking Super Bowl. You know, he's trying to get paid more. This is his career. I mean, fuck, I really think it's a slap in the face. I mean,
it's tough. That's something you keep in house. It's disrespectful to bring that out.
Just to twist it around a bit, this could be good for the future, maybe for players who are fucking getting DUIs, you know, or fucking being stupid.
Don't get you do it. I mean, your contract.
Yeah, don't.
It's in your contract.
I'm just making a point. Like, players who aren't performing well. Let's go there. They're underperforming. They're a starter.
I'm not gonna say that.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is something new for contracts, but I'm just gonna shut up. Let you guys take it.
Joey or Saved, whoever wants to take the fucking lead on this one, bub.
I got a hot take here. Oh wait,
no, you got Joe. I got nothing.
Joe has a hot take. Let Joe get a hot take off.
if he was that good without watching film, what's he gonna be like once he starts knowing what like the defense is gonna do? Because like obviously he doesn't watch film, boys. Like let's be real.
He can't
like,
see over the line. How is he gonna see what the defense is doing?
How's he gonna see the monitor?
It's a pro athlete, Joe. It's a professional.
well,
He was definitely watching film before. I think it was just like you were being a little dick.
He was just like wasn't that committed to it. Like he would rather like go home and play fucking video games with FaZe Z or something wherever the.
And
fuck
if you're performing well enough, you should be able to do that.
But he wasn't performing.
okay, but like how about this? How about this though? Like the dude like had to be convinced out of playing baseball professionally. Like one could make a solid argument that he doesn't really like football that much, that it's more of just a job at this point. And like also like let's be real, I am a golf professional professionally now, and I don't go home and watch golf videos. I do that at work. So like when I fucking clock out, I come home and I watch the fucking boys or some shit, you know? And like I look at Kyler Murray probably in the same way, but now like they're like, yo, buddy, you know how much they're paying me? Not $80 million a fucking year, I'll tell you that much. If they were paying me $80 million a year, I'd be analyzing my swing. I'd have a simulator in my house. I would be looking at it every day. I'd be going all 2.7 degrees off. But like the thing is that like, yo, 4 hours of film study a week,
it's nothing.
boys,
Nothing.
that's 30 minutes a day. That's 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
If you can't do 30 minutes of film study on your mandated tablet a day, you should have your contract revoked. Honestly, like I think.
Go ahead.
I just think that they like did it so that when they cut him in 2 years because he's shit, they can be like, oh well, you know, like we're not gonna give you the rest of your fucking money because we told everyone that you better fucking study your film. Because like let's be real, boys. There's a difference between the Lamar Jackson type of athleticism that you're like, oh, he's way faster than everyone, and being like a quarter step faster than everyone that Kyler Murray's like, because like he just kind of is faster than everyone.
He just knows how to not get hit really well. Like you never see Kyler take that big hit. Like he has like really good pocket presence, and if he senses like some back end pressure, he just falls down because he knows he's gonna get toyed around with like a fucking rag doll.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
Especially when he
happen.
takes off and scrambles. You never see him take a big hit.
Yeah, but like the thing is that like it's gonna like Lamar Jackson is legitimately the fastest man on the field,
Correct.
and like so like Kyler Murray cannot say the same thing, and just like I look at it the same way I look at like Josh Allen, where it's like Josh Allen got beat the shit out of last year, but he's just like 6'6", 240.
Yeah,
So
that's
he
the
can
thing.
take a beating.
There's a bit of a frame difference in Josh Allen and Kyler Murray, I would say. The tiny bit of a frame difference.
I think Josh Allen could fit Kyler Murray in like side of him.
Yeah,
and still
Kyler
be
Murray
able
could
to, like,
control Josh Allen. Like he could be the little
Yeah.
dude inside of Josh Allen controlling him.
But I just think I'm just gonna leave it at this. I just think that contract was literally kind of just to be like, yo, we just gave you our whole entire bag. If you fuck us over, we will not hesitate to cut your ass and move the fuck on. Because let's be real, dude. Like the Cardinals should win the Super Bowl in the next 3 years if Kyler Murray progresses, just because
the talent.
They do.
I mean, they have a really good wide receiver. They still have DeAndre Hopkins. Everyone forgets. They have DeAndre Hopkins. They have
Running with the broken leg, though.
Well,
yeah,
I don't think that
that's
leg's
true.
broken anymore because he was shoving shit up his ass. He was
Yeah,
shoving
yeah,
shit
yeah.
up his ass.
How long is he
But I
suspended
mean-
for?
6
7
games.
weeks?
Oh yeah,
games,
6
6
games.
weeks.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
But I don't know.
That's a lot.
I just see. I mean, they started off the season 10-0 last year, 11-0, and then they lost like 4 in a row.
Yeah.
So you know,
in that playoff game against LA, he looked like he didn't want to be there. Like that
No.
entire team just looked like they would
didn't
rather
show
be
up.
on the golf
They didn't
course.
show up.
yeah,
It happens.
So
that's
like,
true.
I mean, I feel like they have bigger problems than just Kyler Murray not watching film. But with that being said, let's change topics here. Let's keep it rolling. Wide receiver market, it's going absolutely brazy right now. Boys, who's your best wide receiver market? Who's your best wide receiver trade, pickup, rookie, drop, whatever it is? Give me something about a wide receiver.
I mean, I'll go first if no one else wants to.
Go for it.
I think Julio Jones is going to be one of those pickups that by like week 10, we're going to be like, damn, they really picked up Julio Jones for a veteran minimum, because like just Tom Brady's not going to let him eat dairy or a strawberry for the rest of
Kale.
his
kale.
Yeah, he's going to be baking him every single meal. He's going to be like, I
Yeah.
made your meal prep this week for you, Julio. Here you go. And
Make out with my
he's-
son too. It gives you regenerative powers. If you make out with my
Hey.
7-year-old son.
Hey, all I gotta say is Giselle's a witch, but we'll get to that on another week.
Yeah.
She's
But-
doing like Brazilian like voodoo or something.
But dude, all I gotta say is that's one of those moves where I just really think that Tom is like laughing secretly, because like now he has the 6'4", 220 Giants who run perfect routes and is more athletic than everyone to just throw the ball to. I think that's gonna be lethal. And like when Julio's your third best receiver, I mean, he's never been the third best receiver on a team in his entire life. So it's going to be, I think that's a huge pickup. And then obviously I could talk about Tyreek forever, but end of the day, Tyreek's Tyreek. You just got to throw in bubble screens, you know? And I think Tua will become the greatest bubble screen thrower in the history of the NFL.
I mean, isn't he already? He can't throw past the first down marker.
Well,
Literally can't.
it's in his contract.
It's in his contract to throw, but that's going to be a breach of contract. So, Vetti, what about you, bub?
I got 3 guys
Go
that
for
I
it.
just fucking love this year. First off, nobody talks about him because he's on the worst team in football, Brandon Cooks. I love this guy. He gets a fat amount of targets. I think he was averaging 13 targets a game last year. Gonna have a monster year. Davis Mills, my homeboy, absolute tanker. He played on such a garbage team and still made them look like shit, but like the top of the pile of the shit.
Like not
So-
as silly shit.
I'm impressed there. he's going to be throwing the ball a lot. It's going to be one of those 50-50 offenses. You're going to see a solid 30 throws a game, and he's going to be getting close to half of those every single day. So I think he's going to have that volume to keep him alive. Next, I would go with Rashad Bateman. With the loss of Marquise Brown, he's going to be the number one target over there.
Correct.
He has the highest catch to throw percentage in the major leagues. Come on. That's big money. So, you're getting the ball to him. He's going to catch it a lot. Any target that he's going to get, he's catching 90% of those balls. So he's open. He's running short routes. He's going to get a lot of catches, PPR, absolute monster. And, not all the touchdowns can go to Mandrews. So he's going to have some success there. And then third, and my favorite, with the departure of our boy Devontae Adams from Green Bay, the fucking Lizard King, Alan Lazard, is back. He is so back. He's going to catch so many fucking 43-yard touchdowns right over the shoulder. It's going to be 7-8 of those guys. And it's just going to be a monster all year. I also think Aaron Rodgers is going to absolutely pop. He usually does kind of put the team on his back a little bit more when Devontae's not there, even from a fantasy perspective and just the game. You know how he gets when he's a little pissy. He throws 5 touchdowns, makes it looks like a god, and then he's like, okay, I did it. And he'll come back next week and throw 3 picks and no touchdowns. But, that's Aaron Rodgers.
And he also has a badass lion.
That outfit yesterday, wow.
Yeah, he looked like he would sell his child for a sort of a Sharpie marker.
Nice. What do they do at OTAs? Like, I just picture it like, the scene from Top Gun where they're playing volleyball all shirtless. Is that OTAs?
Yeah, it's just they just recreate the baseball scene in Twilight. That's all they do.
Yeah, okay. I'm in for that. I mean,
yeah, that's it.
I don't know why guys don't want to show up to this shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, too. All right, Kyle, what about you, bud? Give me wide receiver move.
I mean, you guys kind of screwed me on this one. I didn't get to do my research on this.
You didn't get to read his ESPN article.
Exactly. Wide receiver that I really, 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 really like and see having an awesome season is Justin Jefferson. Okay. Justin Jefferson. I think he is going to eat up. I mean, since entering the league, 3,016 yards, which is the most receiving yards in first 2 seasons for, I think, any professional football player.
Until Jamar Chase slaps that thing this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll go back to that later. I mean, shit. Vikings bring in a heavy pass
offense.
Pass offense. There we go.
There we go.
Man, it's been a long day.
Keep talking. You have anything else?
I mean, not really.
Not really? Okay. All right. Fuck, dude. For me, it's Devontae Adams. Hook it up with this Fresno boy, Derek Carr. I mean, this offense is going to be scary. The AFC West as a whole is going to be really fucking scary. But I think Derek Carr, having someone other than former crack addict Darren Waller to throw the ball to, I think it's going to be brilliant. I think Devontae Adams is going to absolutely fucking eat this year. And there's no way to deny that.
Can we seamlessly transition?
Yeah, of course.
Well, there goes that transition.
There goes that transition. I guess that was a seamless transition, Joey.
See, communication major. Thank
there
you,
we go.
GCU.
You and me both. You and me both. I can see Savetti communication majors at Florida Gulf Coast. That's why.
Nothing but the best is good enough.
Nothing but the
boys.
best, dude. Harvard of the South, baby. That's what we are.
Harvard of the South.
Harvard of the fucking South, dude. Wings the fuck up.
Steve, baby.
All right. Fantasy.
All right.
Fantasy players. Boom. Bust. Rookies. Savetti, you're the fantasy god. You've been literally doing mock drafts since fucking March. So why don't you break it down a little bit for us here, bub?
Oh man, there's just so much. Where
many
should I
dudes.
start?
He's actually the one.
Oh, okay. I got you. So I was thinking maybe Brandon, you could break down top 3 rookies to look out for, top 3 boom guys, and top 3 bust guys. And people, just to let you know too, Brandon will be covering all our fantasy stuff. He's better than Matthew Berry. He's helped me come top 5 in like every single league I've ever been in. So please listen to him because he actually knows what the fuck he's talking about with this shit. When you guys win all your money, you can thank him.
Also has, I just want to add, Savetti has a way better head of hair than Matthew Berry.
Absolutely.
That's
Oh,
look at that fucking
1000%.
flow, dude. Look at that goddamn flow.
All right.
Savetti, hit
All
it.
right, so Savetti, how about you give us your top three rookies of this year? Who do you really like?
Top 3 rookies. I'm gonna go deep. I don't know if these are the top 3 guys that you should draft, but I just really like the look of these guys. One, Jelani Woods coming out of Auburn. Big tanker of a tight end. Not much of a blocker for being fucking 6'8", but he's going to be on the Colts. You know, he's got Matty Ice dishing him the ball. Matt loves tight ends, and he traditionally has, from Tony Gonzalez to Kyle Pitts. He's loved him everything through. So I think that could be a big one. Jack Doyle and Mo Alley Cox, they're kind of going into the fray. I think they spent a 2nd round pick on this kid, so he's going to be up in there. Next, I really like Brian Robinson. Going to be at the Commanders with the problems that Gibson's had with injuries. I think he's going to get a shot. He could be a solid handcuff at some point. He's going to get volume out there. And I mean, I love Alabama football players. Those guys are tankers. I mean, every year we're like, oh, why would I draft the rookie Alabama running back? That would be stupid. And then, you know, he has some fucking monster season. Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs. Like, how many fucking guys you want to go through there?
Derrick Henry. How about that Derrick Henry guy's pretty good?
Oh,
too.
yeah. I forgot about that guy.
That guy's pretty good.
I really wish we had Alabama's cafeteria, especially.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
I would.
You can never go wrong.
I'd probably be like 300 pounds.
Third guy. Who else is popping into my mind?
George Pickens.
Oh, I like Georgie Pickens.
Rashad
He's
White.
a bit of a bad boy, but I don't know how much.
He's a walking black Air Force One, dude.
How about
He will punch a referee in the mouth. I swear to God, he's going to be suspended so many times for fighting.
You know, if you got points for the 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct, I would draft him.
Yeah, I would too,
you can
bro.
leave
I would draft him
public.
without that, even.
All right, that's for my rookies. Who we got up next?
all right? So how about
Busts? Anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone can hop in. Bust,
Uh-oh.
booms. Anyone can
Ezekiel
hop in.
Elliott.
It's an open forum here, boys.
Ezekiel Elliott will be a bust this year.
Zeke Elliott,
100%.
Speaking of
First
Zeke,
off, fuck the Cowboys. Sorry, Sam
Yeah.
Vogel. Love you to death. Fuck the Cowboys.
Shout out Sam Vogel real fast.
Yeah. Shout out Sam Vogel for telling us to put both of us in one screen. I think it's going to be awesome. Awesome.
now I got some takes about the Cowboys. I actually fucking love the Cowboys this year.
He got the prop.
You got the fucking that was so fucking smooth.
an absolute
Fuck you,
monster
dude.
year.
That was
Dak,
so fucking smooth.
Shaq, most improved
Christ.
player. He's going to be coming in hot after this. He lost that Amari Cooper target, but he never fucking liked him anyway. CD Lamb should be a top 5
He's gonna
receiver
eat.
this year.
CD Lamb's
He
gonna fucking
will
eat this year.
A top 5 receiver this
Yeah.
year. As long as he can stay out of trouble, not hurt anybody. Dalton Schultz, a lot of people are still kind of low on him. I think if you can grab him within like the 8th roundish,
going
anywhere
super
before that.
He's
You're
going
making money.
super, yeah.
Now, everybody hates on Zeke a lot, and I get that. And it's definitely a risky play. But I mean, if you're still drafting him, you know, early 3rd, late 2nd, he's still got good value. And first couple of weeks of the season, it's going to be his team. So if you can move him by week 5, you're still getting good things. Tony Pollard, that's the guy you want to draft.
Exactly.
That's the guy I'm going out there.
You're
Yes.
going to make some
Oh,
money
yes.
from that. Zeke
How do you
goes
feel about
down,
handcuff?
you
How
gotta
do you feel
work.
about handcuff? How do you feel about handcuffing Tony Pollard and Zeke?
Get them all. Get them all.
Get them all. All
I
right, he's
actually
all over the
like that
Cowboys this year.
of either draft one or the other. I mean, if you get Zeke, fuck
Zeke's
it,
been
why not?
averaging 4 yards. He averages 4 yards the last 2 seasons. 4 yards.
Yeah.
That
Behind a good old line too.
yes.
Behind a
Yeah,
really good
it's-
old line.
it's not ideal, but you know, he still gets some touches out of
He's
the
a superstar. He's a superstar, but
17
Not right
is
now.
Zeke a first? Is Zeke a
Not
first
taking him.
round pick this year?
no.
No.
Even
No,
close.
fuck no.
That's what I said. End of second
backup at
round,
best.
early 3rd, still take him.
If you're taking Zeke first pick, you're
You're a
dumb as
fucking
shit.
idiot.
But for me,
Not first pick, but And
Well,
a first round in a 12-man
Yeah,
league.
first round. I mean, fair enough. But for me, fantasy boom.
No first round Zeke this year. He's not worth it. There's too much that could go wrong. Pollard's not going to usurp him by any means, but if something does happen, I see more of a split time situation. And
That's good. That's what it's been already
8
too.
fucking yards a carry.
Yeah.
I mean, you can consider him a backup or a flex. I mean, he's not my RB1.
All right.
Fuck no.
For me, my RB1 is going to be Najee Harris. I'm going to draft Najee Harris as soon as I possibly can. Savetti might look at me weird, but I think he's a first pick potential.
I
do
do love
fall in the first round. Like if you fall like anywhere from like that 5, depending on how big your league is, but I'm in a 12-man league. If you fall in that 5 to 12 range, maybe even 7 to 12, more like that, I'm picking up Najee Harris. He's going to be in an offense that's going to run the ball a lot behind a good old line. He has two quarterbacks. One of them sucks, and the other one's a rookie. So Najee Harris he also can catch the ball out of the backfield.
They're going to run the ball.
They're going to run the ball a lot. Najee Harris.
Big Ben was a piece of shit last year, and he still got his touches. He got everything. The dude is
top five running back.
I fucking love the way he plays.
The man's a dog.
Yeah,
It's so
an
good.
absolute dog. Man's an absolute dog.
Big
Kyle,
man's a dog.
what about you? Do you have anyone in particular, Rob?
I mean, I gave you boom or a bust? I gave you Zeke as a bust.
Give me a boom.
I mean, Justin Jefferson for fantasy.
Okay.
Snag him up.
Joey, what about your boom?
Ooh, okay. So I think a
You boom.
huge boom, a huge boom this year is going to be, I really, really, really like a couple wide receivers out there like AJ Brown this year. I think he's going to put up big numbers in a Philly just because Jalen Hurts is miles better than Ryan Tannehill. And I also really, really like whoever's going to be getting the majority of the touches in Denver. As much as I wasn't the biggest fan of Russ, he opens up the run game and he throws a lot of screens and dump offs. So I think if you're in a PPR league, you're going to be getting lots of points off of.
Yeah, definitely take a flyer on Sutton. Sutton you can get
Jerry Jeudy.
He's good value. I think Judy, he's had his problems, but he got acquitted of all that nonsense. Judy's going
and Tim Patrick too.
You're spending a lot more on Judy when you could go get Sutton, and you're getting basically the same value there. So I'd rather draft the guy who's going to score maybe a point less per game, and you can get him 4 rounds later. So definitely go for that. Okay. But my bust, fuck AJ Brown. That guy sucks. Also, they run the ball a lot. There's not enough people.
And it's a running back.
There's not enough touchdowns to go around there for fantasy. I like him, as an offensive player, but it's just that he's not going to score the points. He's not going to be a top 10 guy. I don't even think he'll be top 15.
Wow.
Well, so that's a hot take. Now, are you saying then that it's a bust Jalen Hurts year as well?
Fuck
no. I actually like Jalen Hurts a lot.
I think Jalen
Hurts is solid.
On him last year.
Well, and then how about
he's going in like the 7th round now, and I think that's a little bit of a reach for him. But I'm me, I'm a big proponent. Don't ever draft a fucking quarterback before the 7th round. If you do, you're just eating points.
Fantasy.
There's so much better value in other positions.
So right. I have one more fantasy question.
Go for it.
Who do you guys see as the biggest person that people are going to be reaching for this year, and who's the biggest no-go? You won't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Biggest reach. I think we just
biggest reach is Patrick Mahomes every year.
Patrick Mahomes, yeah. I was doing some mock drafts last night, and Patrick Mahomes is like legitimately like the 3rd pick that people were getting.
He'll finish top 5. He's a safe pick. You're going to get your points, but there's better value.
There's so many other better players going to give you more weekend.
Now, if he's there in the 4th round, don't be silly. Go get Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But, first couple rounds.
I have a hot take here. I think Tyreek Hill is going to be a bust this year.
I was thinking Tyreek Hill as well.
I think a lot of people are going to reach on him. And, I really like Waddle to get a lot of garbage.
I like him way better.
Yeah, just because Hill is going to be getting so many doubles that Waddle's just going to be wide open, and Tua has really good chemistry. I think Hill is kind of a bust this year in terms of fantasy. I think he'll provide the Dolphins a lot, but I don't know if he'll be the fantasy option that everyone thinks he is.
Yeah, with that being said, watch out for Pat Fryermuth as well. Because Pat Fryermuth is already a pretty solid tight end. Like, pretty sure he's already a top 10 tight end. And then now that Tyreek is going to get double teamed, and Jalen Waddle is going to be the probably the not the main guy, but the guy gets a lot of the target share. Pat Fryermuth is going to be the forgotten guy. But let's move on.
He's the guy.
He's second's the guy. He's the second guy in that room. All right, let's move on to the part that personally I'm looking forward to the most. Futures, and more futures. So, Kyle, let's actually start with you. Give me someone to win the Super Bowl. Give me a win total. Give me a division champ. Give me the odds.
I'll give you a Super Bowl champ.
Sure.
How's
Give me
that?
why. Give me why. Bro.
Yeah.
I'll even put the mic towards your fat ugly face. Go for it.
All right. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills at plus 650. I know.
You stole mine.
Really
Taking
don't.
the favorite.
I don't like taking favorites. I really don't, but I think it's Buffalo's year. It is truly their year. The team is filled with dogs, 1. 2, I just don't see the field beating them. I mean, Kansas City, I don't see Kansas City beating them. I don't see the Packers beating them. Shit. I don't see Tampa Bay beating them either. Shit. It might not be Tom Brady's stellar year that it might be, you know? Shit. San Francisco, second-year quarterback coming in. They're a top dog too to win the Super Bowl. I mean, it's.
You don't think the Bengals are coming back?
Keep that thought ready. Keep that same fucking thought.
That is
same thought.
They completely went over my head. I
Next year.
They weren't on your ESPN article.
No,
They weren't on your PFF
of course
article.
they fucking were.
Fuck, dude.
Of course they fucking were.
God damn it. All right. So
But I really like the Bills at plus 650. I mean, yeah. It's just when I was looking at the field, I just see them winning it all, and their fans are fucking awesome, and they deserve a fucking Super Bowl. They deserve it.
all right. Safe pick, boring pick. Safe pick, boring pick. Svetti, let's kick it to you, bud. Give me a future division title, win total, win under. Give me a
there's one that I've seen that has just awesome monster value. A guy who's in a contract year, absolute beast. I love his mentality of doesn't want to take the fucking money until he earns it. Lamar Jackson for MVP at plus 1,800 is stupid odds.
That's pretty good
Stupid
value.
odds with his dual threat ability, and
He's already won
he's
it.
got an offense that he's come into now. This is his 5th year, I believe, and he's ready to rock and roll. Last year, you could clearly see he had he gained some ability in the passing game. He can read the defense a little bit better as well too. His chemistry with managers is just disgusting. You saw a couple games where they were putting up 45 points. They're a high-flying offense, and they play mostly hurry up. So he has the time to get those stats in, and he's Lamar Jackson. As long as he can stay healthy, I think last year if he had stayed healthy, he probably had a decent shot at the MVP, considering the numbers for everybody were pretty down. Also, Brady got fucking robbed last year. That was bullshit. Not even close. But yeah, that's my big pick. There's just so much value there. I don't think there's a lot of guys that can come out and take it from him. I don't think Rodgers is going to get it for a 3rd year in a row. They might give it to Brady. That'd be the other pick. He's getting old. He's got to get one more. He's also my Super Bowl pick. I'm never going to stop betting on him. He's made me so much money.
That's not
that, at this point, it's silly not to. He's got to get what are we on? Fucking 8?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It's coming. It's coming. So yeah, that's my pick there.
All right. Joseph?
Okay, so I got.
Oh, he's doing some studying right now. I can tell by his face. He's looking at Google.
Joey's got his Miami Heat future in already.
Yeah, dude. Joey's surfing the web right now, like Cody from.
We'll save that for the basketball podcast when we get Kevin Durant. But
yep.
Anyways,
he's totally coming.
So I got 2 locks and a long shot. I think everyone's dumb if you don't bet at least the Bucks to the NFC Championship this year. I think that you can pencil them in, guaranteed. Yeah. I think as well you can pencil in the Buffalo Bills into the AFC Championship this year. So those are my 2 locks of the year. I think you should just place those and just forget about it. I think then my long shot of the year as of right now, I really like the Eagles to win the Super Bowl for their value, for being realistic.
What is that at?
Plus 2,700 right now to win the Super Bowl.
Anybody got a lighter? You got a lighter over there, Joe?
Yeah.
I'll light them.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Garbage disposal.
You can get them at plus 3,000 in some books. They have a solid defense, but not to mention that they play in the probably easiest division in football in terms of what your record is going to be coming out into the playoffs. So,
dude, first the cowboy hat, then the Bic.
I got
props at the ass, bro.
Man.
He's like Carrot Top. He's a prop comic.
Really just pulling shit out of a bag.
But that's like my long shot is just to put $5 or $10 on the Eagles if you're a Jalen Hurts fan, and if you win $300, you win $300, because I just look at it in the sense that the Eagles are just one of those teams that they could sneak into like the playoffs, get a home game as like the first game, and then anything's possible. I mean,
is Nick Foles still on the roster?
No.
Nick Foles
right,
didn't. Nick Foles is in. Nick Foles is in LA. I think he's backing up Stafford right now.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird.
That's why they won the Super Bowl.
That's what. Yeah, because he has that big dick, fucking 9-inch schlong hanging between his legs every goddamn day walking that locker room. Joe, you got one more.
Nervous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Joe. You got one more?
No. Yeah.
I can.
You say
I can give you one more.
Did
but I said all three. I'm all good.
All right.
So talking about those Bucks though, okay, with the new head coach, you think he's going to be as like?
He's not coaching, Kyle.
Yeah, he's not coaching.
Tom Brady's coaching. Tom Brady's the coach.
That's like saying
coordinator, and he was dog shit at that. Todd Bowles sucks.
Yeah,
but
he's
they
not
also
have as risky as Brucey Boy is. But I mean, or was.
All I gotta say, Kyle, is it's like saying. But it's like saying, is Darwin Ham gonna have a great offensive set for like LeBron? It's more like, no, LeBron's gonna have a great offensive set for him, because like Tommy Boy is saying, hey, we're running this shit, and he's gonna go, okay, sounds good.
Todd Bowles is basically just a DC under the head coach title. I feel like he just has the DC.
Didn't mean to cut you there.
No, you're good.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Mine, Savetti mentioned it as soon as we brought up futures. My future to win the Soupy of the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay. Plus 2,200 to win the Super Bowl championship. They're going back to Soupy and they're going to win it this year. They new O-line, brand new revamped O-line. They have 4 pickups on the O-line. Great pickups. They keep Jesse Bates, they keep Sam Hubbard, and they also keep Trey Hendrickson. And they also obviously have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd. They have a stacked offense. Joe Mixon, if he can not punch girls in the face and stay on the field in terms of health, then I think the Cincinnati Bengals are an absolute write-in for the Super Bowl, and they're going to win it.
They only got better this year. Only got better. They didn't lose.
Only got better.
Anything.
They only got better, and they
They got rid of Eli Apple's rat fucking ass.
Yeah, where did he go?
I don't know. Good riddance.
Yeah, good fucking riddance to Eli Apple. Good fucking riddance to Eli Apple. He's like the apple of Eden, but just shittier. All right, Carolina Panthers on my win total. I'm taking the over on the Carolina Panthers win total over 5.5. Obviously, they bring in Baker. They get DJ Moore. They have Robbie Anderson, who isn't bad. If CMC's girlfriend's an absolute smoke show, Olivia Culpo. Look her up on Instagram. I just gave you guys new spank material for the next 4.5 years. If CMC can stay on the field, this offense is going to go as high as CMC takes them, paired with Baker, who, let's be honest, isn't terrible. Baker's not bad. If you put him in the right system, he's going to do numbers for you, and he's going to win you football games. And somehow the Carolina Panthers win total is lower than Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears win total is 6.5. How are the Panthers? That doesn't make any sense to me. So there's discrepancy there.
Market. They're not catching a lot of bets. They're trying to get people going on it.
That doesn't make it fair. Vegas is they're trying to trip people up. But the Eagles to win the NFC Beast at plus 190 to me sounds like great value. I think who's Savetti? Were you talking about the Eagles or was Joe talking about the Eagles?
Joe was talking about the Eagles.
Joe was
I was
talking
the
about
crazy person.
Joe was talking about the Eagles.
That
Plus
thing is a
190.
toss-up every year.
It is. But
the Giants are going to come out of nowhere and surprise all
They're
of
not.
us.
They're
way
not.
better.
Danny Dimes is awful, but Eagles plus 190 to win the division to me.
What
Not
are
a
they
lock, but
winning?
I feel like
They're
you're getting
plus
solid value
700.
there.
Send it.
I feel like you're getting really solid value at plus 190. So that's where I'm laying my money. That's where I'm putting my money. Wings
I
up,
dig that.
caca. That's all I'm saying on that one. Kyle, do
All
you
right, boys.
have-
I have one more bet for you, but it's in the college sphere, and it was our next topic. Real quick,
Go Gators.
would you take Alabama, Georgia, or Ohio State at minus 340 to win the national championship versus the field?
Yes.
I would slam the shit out.
No,
Yeah.
because that's going to be such a giant bet. Like you're going to
I'm
have
just going to bet Alabama every year.
I mean,
And
like
we win.
one of those three teams are going to win the Natty, but like there's no value in that pick.
Oh,
There's no
it's not that I don't disagree, but that is the line started at 200 and it's to 340 now because the money is so in favor. So it leads me to my next question. Is college football dying? Because
No.
that's not
mean,
a good sport if
NIL
it's three
is kinda
teams versus the
busted.
field.
NIL and this restructurement. I mean, this restructurement's just gonna turn into the NFL where
It's
like
another league.
yeah, like I remember I forget what podcast I was listening to, but they literally said like the kids aren't gonna have anything to do with the college. They're just gonna have the college's brand attached to the team.
Yeah.
So it's literally just going to be like the USC Trojans, but the kids aren't students. Like now, I mean, Caleb Williams probably doesn't go to class now, but like he won't even look at the campus, let alone set foot on the campus. And, players like that, like Archie Manning, by the time Archie Manning gets to school next year,
Bust.
that's a hot take.
Bust.
That's a hot take. Jesus Christ. You think Archie Manning is going to be a fat bust? Damn, dude. He has Peyton Manning's blood running through his veins, bro. I think Archie Manning's going to be as good as ever.
Nothing in it. He's a fucking watered down Eli.
A watered down Eli?
Yeah.
That's offensive,
those,
dude.
Those pictures of Eli. Oh,
Yeah.
And he went to Texas. What the fuck are you gonna do at Texas?
I don't know why the fuck.
Fucking horns down, baby.
Win the Big 12?
SEC.
Win the Big
I mean,
12
if
for the
it's not
first
SEC,
time in like
it's not
5
Big
years.
12.
Sam Elliott.
No, but his first year at Texas is in the SEC.
Oh, that's true. Fuck yeah, that's right. See, this restructurement's already fucking me up. So,
Okay.
yeah, they're definitely not gonna win the SEC then.
So he's gonna get his shit kicked in.
He's gonna get his shit kicked in. So yeah, actually no. Arch Manning's bust.
Anthony
You heard it here
Richardson
first on the
for
pod.
Heisman plus 4,000.
Who was that? Wait, who was plus
You
4,000?
told me Emory Jones last year, and look how
Anthony
that
Richardson?
turned out.
Okay. He was like plus 7,500. So like that was a shot in the fucking dark. But
That was
I
a quick
fucking
little
hate Emory
fiver.
Jones. But yeah, I mean, come on. Like the dude's a fucking monster. I saw him throw 2 touchdowns for like 80 yards each and then run for 2 60-yard touchdowns and a half. It was against USF, but I mean, come on. Those are
You guys
But
lost
also-
that game too.
Yeah.
No,
You guys, I had USF money line, and I remember literally laughing in Joey's and in my other buddy Jared's face about how fucking.
No, we didn't lose. We just didn't cover. Right?
You guys lost the game outright, didn't you?
No,
Dude, I have been deleting Gator things from my brain for so long.
I think they beat USF. But they
Fact
definitely
check that.
didn't
Fact check that.
didn't cover.
You
Dude,
gotta
there are
fucking-
bars I
but-
still can't go
Hey.
to because of how scarred I am from watching Gator.
Hold on, we're getting a fact check on the
Ruined
USF
my
versus
fucking
UF.
life.
Hold on. Scroll down.
Look that shit up for me, Jamie.
Pull that shit up, Jamie. There we go. Game summary. ESPN 42-20. So yeah, you guys won handedly.
Yeah,
But you guys did
we
not cover.
though. We did.
You guys did not cover because the spread was like 30 probably. But yeah, boys, that's all the topics. Does anybody else have any other little caveats? Say anything else?
Nah.
Nothing.
I said my piece.
You said your piece. Savetti's now putting the cowboy hat back on.
Just again, we're just in Jerry's world. You
We're
know,
in
that's
Jerry's
it.
world.
Since you were talking about two Peters though, but I do like Georgia winning the national championship this year. They do have some
Hot
big.
take.
Thing.
It's a
With
hot
all
take.
that
They do.
talent gone,
They do. They have.
Damn.
I know. Okay. They do have big shoes to fill on that defense, but I mean, they have great recruiting. I mean, Kirby Smart did his job. He's going to do good. I think Georgia's got it. I know they added two. They retained two really key guys on their defense. Who was it?
As Kyle's looking this up.
I have a
Kyle's-
stat for you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
we fucking
You
love.
know-
Austin Ringo on the D. I think they're going to be
You got
fine. And they do have big, like I said, big shoes to fill. But since we're talking about repeats, I can see Georgia winning it again.
Okay.
And we're going to celebrate here because we're only an hour and a half away from Athens. I'm going to get.
I got one last college football stat for you, and then I'm gonna end it on the college football for myself. Alabama, coming off of not winning a national championship, has won like 7 out of the last 8 times that they haven't won. So just remember that, boys. Like literally 7 out of the last 8 times. I'm pretty sure.
The
they've
SEC
won.
this year, 100%.
No, but like I think that like Nick Saban basically told everyone that he'll just replace them all if they don't win. 2 years that Alabama without a national championship is just simply unacceptable.
So do you think Nick Saban probably has like these players' families like just hid away in a warehouse somewhere?
100%.
And you're just like, if you want to see your families again, you will win me a national championship.
The man is a robot.
They are all at CIA Black Ops sites where they're being held hostage for human trafficking the minute that they do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's no way
Yeah.
that Nick Saban goes 2 years without at least getting to the national championship, you know?
Like Miss Young, if your son does not win me a natty, we're going to recreate Little St. James Island here in Tuscaloosa.
Joe,
Like,
can you see?
that's what Nick Saban has probably already said.
Are we going to see an
that's
Alabama
been
Georgia
confirmed.
repeat?
No.
No, I think it's going to be Ohio State. It will actually Michigan. Don't look at do not sleep
Is
on
it
Michigan.
about time for Notre Dame to play Alabama again?
They're going to get waxed.
Fucking worked by 30.
Okay, I got a hot conspiracy theory here for you, Kyle, on that actually.
Mhm.
I think that the SEC has been running this whole media thing about how they need to expand the playoff so that they can guarantee two SEC teams in it. I wouldn't be shocked if they keep Georgia or Alabama out this year, just so that then when the shitty team gets smoked 45-0 against one of them, they can go, well, why didn't you have Georgia in? We need to have a bigger playoff because college football committee is fucked.
It's coming.
And-
It's coming. They said they're bringing it in 25.
Yeah, but I think that their plan for like 6 to 8 is really going to be like 16 once they like.
I thought I saw it
get
was 12. I think 12 is what they're moving to.
Is it confirmed?
I thought it was 16 or 12, but that I like that though.
I'm pretty sure it's
More
confirmed
football
for
to
the
bet on
12 for the
me.
24-25 season.
Now, how would you guys feel if it was like the top 64 teams just separated and they just
tough.
created their own basketball and football leagues? Because that
Why
way,
don't
then
you just get no regular season. You lose so many rivalries. It's so many games.
why not?
Yeah, that's I'm not
That's
with
Why
that.
not?
You
Because
can extend the season to 3
Plus football.
games. You can't do it by 6.
Okay, but if everyone played everyone in the conference once, that'd be 15 games, right? And then on top of it, then you just send the top 3 teams from each conference to the playoff, and you have a 12-team playoff. And then you don't have to play any conference championships because you play the conference championships inside of the playoff.
Then would you
So
still
you're going
put
from
on
a
conference game,
12-game season to 21.
Yeah, the NFL does it. It's a feeder league. The kids are younger.
These are children we're talking about.
What
Yeah,
if,
these guys still have
Okay.
a team at
what
the
if-
end of their age.
what if the NFL and the fucking CFB did it like the Prem League? You know, like you get booted.
You get really-
You go-
Imagine, dude.
Okay.
Imagine.
That would be.
How many people would Nick Saban murder if he got relegated?
Oh, you kill the whole
How
Like
many
if
people-
Alabama got relegated to the FCS.
State of Alabama was burning down, baby.
Yeah.
How many referees would a Nick Saban murder to like take over as like the like Jets in the AFC East? You know, like
The Jets go. The Jets go.
Find out more on our conference realignment podcast, Conference Realigning with the Line Crew.
Exactly. All right, boys.
But-
Eddie, go ahead. Anything
Anything
else?
else?
No, I was about to say anything else.
No.
You cut me off when I
know,
said
I-
anything
I-
else.
I was gonna say
But
that.
you cut me off to say anything else when I was literally saying anything else.
Yeah.
Jesus
You guys
Christ,
should
bro.
kiss.
We're about to. We're as soon as I hit stop recording.
Fucking ratings, baby.
But
Yeah.
we do have some
All
a special
inclusive.
surprise for you guys, for the viewers, the listeners, the friends, the family, all tuning in. We have some content releasing, and what just happened? Oh, did I freeze? Okay, I froze.
You froze.
So we have some content posting on our TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. We're gonna throw it on YouTube. Why the fuck not? We have a hamburger review at Truist Park last week. Mr. William Goddard performed the review. Myself filmed it. We went to a game. It was a good time. Great ballpark.
Great
But
burger.
Great.
Great burger as well.
Yeah.
Solid. I gave it like a 6-8 burger.
If you're ever in Atlanta, go to a Braves game. It's a good time.
Get the burger.
Get the burger, but we're gonna release that for some laughs. And yeah,
We're gonna try to attach it at the end of this pod as well. We're gonna see if we can
We'll see
do
if
that.
we
And
do
if
that.
not,
Probably
we're just gonna like post it to our Instagram and Twitter. But yeah, boys, anything other than that, Savetti, I appreciate you joining. You're literally more than welcome to join
no, you're on every
anytime.
pod.
You can join literally
This is
whenever
our
you want.
fantasy guru.
I mean, I know you're not a big soccer guy, but if we always need one more dumb American when it comes to soccer. So
Oh man, you want me to talk some shit about
I'm the
soccer?
idiot of
I'll
the
do that
pod,
all
but-
day, baby.
yeah, he's just
Two
gonna.
idiots in the soccer
I love
pod.
it.
That's gonna be awesome.
That might be too much, but all
And
right.
don't worry, I got plenty of no chance parlays coming out all
There you
week.
go.
Oh,
There's no
yeah,
chance
everyone.
They win.
Follow us on
Yes,
Twitter.
everyone.
There's no chance parlays.
Follow us on Twitter at the Line Crew. Every day, Brandon is coming out with a no chance parlay. Brandon, you can tell them more about your recent
Oh
picks.
yeah. Tomorrow we're actually going for the entire slate. I'm gonna do all straight bets. We're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna try to go like maybe 40%. We're gonna see how that goes. So actually, you know what? Fade it. Just fade it. Fade the whole thing.
You heard it here first, folks. Check out our Twitter for more. I'll be posting those for Brandon, and we'll be seeing because he likes to win him some money.
Exactly. Other than that, boys, great fucking pod. Thank you for listening. You will then hear later this week on Friday, Joey and Kyle and myself. We're gonna do a soccer pod. A lot of stuff to talk about there. There's a lot of shit going on. A lot of here we goes from Fabrizio Romano.